Timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. His first carry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. On second down, here's Love. It's complete, middle of the field to Humphries. And a loose football. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Love. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Back deep is T.Y. Hilton. Well, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a second down throw for Winston. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Let's go now. Ready.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Ready.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They're back now to the original line of scrimmage thanks to that 8-yard gain. Third down now to follow. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Winston. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Jabal Sheard with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
It's complete right side to Benjamin. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Luck. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jarrell Casey. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Derrick Henry. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Jameis to throw it. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Jabal Sheard in there to get him. His 2nd sack now of the afternoon. On 3rd down, it's Lewis. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
From his goal line here, Locke. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Let's go, let's convert. Boys, hand up.
A first down carry for Henry. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
2nd down, Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Hey, sub. Ready. Move ready. Boys, hand up.
From the gun, Winston. And that is incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this would come up short.
After the missed kick, they're in really good position. They'll begin this drive at the 39 now. They begin the drive with Hines, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw on second down is Locke. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Luck now to throw. He finds Humphries, and he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Locke. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout, but let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston, then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity of the ball game. 1st and 10 right at the 20. From the red zone now, Locke. And he's going to find Doyle in the end zone for a Colts score. Jack Doyle, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts are in for 6. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Lutz now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Titans getting set to go. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Brandon, Man, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The Titans on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15. Here's Winston. He's going to look deep down the... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down deep into Indianapolis territory. A big play there just before halftime. 65 yards. A first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. From the red zone now, Winston. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Jameis trying to hurry his crew to the line. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield.
Ready? Blue lady.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And Suckup will put this one right through. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Lutz now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Titans now. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can. And Winston lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Throwing is long. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Luck. That is caught at the 7. A good pickup there, a 22. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now Luck. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Ready? White 25. Let's go. Let's convert. Let's convert. Let's convert. Play that.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
White 50. White 50.
Again, it's Henry. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Big Al Woods there to make the tackle.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Winston. And this is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The Titans on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. To throw, Winston. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he stopped immediately there. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The Colts on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Locke. The pass complete to Ryan Graham. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Back now in Nashville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Off the play fake, Winston. Forced out to his left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Ready.
Now Winston. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, Locke. Brought in over the middle by Graham. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring it up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Colts on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. They run with Hines. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. On 2nd down, here's Love. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Luck. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get him to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Going for the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Ready? Blue wing.
Here's Winston. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Ready.
Jameis to throw it. Fighting to stay upright. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Anthony Walker with a big-time sack on third down, and it'll be a loss of 7. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Now it's Hines. Finding room to the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's Locke. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. This is Hines. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Now another timeout here called by the Titans as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now it's Locke. And that is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
And Lutz puts this one through. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you?
I
loved
did.
The defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for the Colts, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Titans, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Thicker the pie, thicker the bag. Beat him a bite, not lacing no beamer. I'm Brian O'Connor, I'm driving it fast. They were just hating cause they in the way, and the way I've been made it, the is mad. Man in that bag, cause I'm all in my bag. Well, I ain't holding around, just a little Merlin, out the cutie. Now I don't give a, tell me why I would on the rose bar couch in my bag. Bands in my denim, in my denim, she was trying to for it out, she don't give a. She was in her bag, Fendi and some lane, asked for